Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to Factorio. We have got blue belts coming on out. We have got 80 of the damn things, which is absolutely crap all and is not going to help at all in building our bus because we have no iron. And why do we have no iron? Because our belts are crap. So it's kind of a just infinite loop sort of deal. Now, oh my god, look at these circuits. Where are all our circuits going? Are we running out of... What are we running out of? We've still got a full amount of these red belt coming in. Where are they all going? It's because we got a single red belt and it's feeding like a whole bunch of stuff. So it goes over to... Feeds half of this off there, but then we're still using a decent amount of these circuits for the next level. So we go up here. Yeah, look at that. That's a full yellow belt being shoveled into these circuits. And we are using them decently enough. They are definitely being... Ooh, look at that. That was being used quite a bit. That is all going to be our... Whatchamacallit? Not these guys, but our actual mall building stuff. We need to fix this. Actually, that's the first thing we're going to fix. We're going to go over there and we're going to take blue belts off the thing and we're going to take trains off the thing. And then we are going to put some more things on there because we really need to rescale our priorities in terms of this base. And robots is still number one priority. I don't know if these are in order, but yeah. Well, we are going to use robots to delete these messages, so that's something. But, oh, don't want to get rid of the light. Shift click, done. So what do we want next? Solar, I think, is another big thing. So we want a nice big solar grid. Dun, dun. I'm actually curving them correctly. Not sure why, but that's fine. Solar. And does that look better like that? No, that looks shit. Okay. Okay. No, it's supposed to be over here. It's supposed to be like that. Solar. I don't know how to do a capital R with Factorio writing. I think I tried it once and it looked retarded, so I'm not going to try that again. It just looks retarded. It might not look retarded from the map view, but it looks retarded close up, so... Not that that doesn't look retarded, because it kind of does, but... Anyway, we will deal. So, anyway, what else do we need? Robots and solar. We need a bigger smelting setup as well, but that's kind of just a normal part of maintaining the base kind of things. Like, oh, this is low, we need to fix it, so let's do this. And that's kind of just normal. It's like, oh, we're running out of this, go over to this side of the base and fix it. It's not a goal per se. It's not something you go over and say, all right, I need to go do this. You know, I need to work on this, blah, blah, blah. What are these? So you require that. So we are going to give this guy a little bit of time to warm up, I feel like. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go over and we're going to improve iron and we're going to add a couple more smelting things. So we're going to add a couple more smelting lanes to keep iron up and fresh and ready and all that sort of stuff. And we are going to try and upgrade this belt as we go and see how we go. But yeah, we'll have to see how we go. Jeez, it's taken ages to walk everywhere. I can't wait for that better science. Tin, starting to look a little bit scarce as well. How's our tin mine going? I have a feeling this is pretty shit. Okay, when we're over there fixing up iron, we can fix that up as well. And at this point, since we got our logistics train network, we are not in the slightest scared about using up resources now. We are just like, whatever, I don't give a shit. I'm going to use up resources as fast as I need to. And if we run out, I'll just get more. And if we run out of those, I'll just get more. And it's basically, we're at functionally an infinite amount of resources at this point because we don't have to worry about biters. We don't have to worry about anything else. We can just go out. You are going in. Thank you very much. We can just go out and we can just get whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want, and just keep building out. We can build a station right next to 13 million iron ore and just keep chugging it back. That's 3.2 and that's 13. So that's really a big difference just moving out that much. And this guy over here is 4.3, so I don't understand that. You are 11. You, let's go all the way over to you. You're at 22 million. Nickel, I don't know. They don't seem to increase by a ton. 20 million. 44 million. That's very nice. It's all over the place here. Tin, 50 million. This guy, 39 million. They're big, though. They're very big. But, yeah. Okay, so this guy we're going to work on first of all. We could extend this out to be longer, and it might not be a bad idea, but it's kind of... let's get these other two set up first. Let's do that. Okay, so... First of all, first thing, very first thing, upgrade the poles for this section. Because I don't want to be working with the old stupid poles anymore. Okay. We'll just grab this one, because the one below has all kind of crazy undergrounds for getting coal and iron ore through onto the bus. And I don't think we want them if we don't need them. So let's get that, and let's start doing this stuff. And for now, we will stick with these old steel furnaces and with coal processing, just to really get our iron back on its feet. I think we really should be just fine sticking with these, even extending them out a little bit, because coal is still very, very healthy. Look at these guys. They're not running out. They're not eating it up. We've still got so much more, and we should be fine. So I'm happy to continue to use a ton of these guys. Okay, I'm going to stand over here, and I'm just going to keep picking you guys up so you get recharged. Alright. How many steel furnaces do we need? 36 seems like a good starting point. We never made those in the mall. I'm not too unhappy about that, because I feel like they're reaching the end of their life cycle anyway, and as far as I know, we don't need them for anything else. Void chests we actually need them for, but who gives a shit about void chests, really? We're not going to need those in the mall. You were like 99% of the way there, and then you got tired. You are a useless little bot. You really, really are. Okay. Steel. Come on, steel furnaces. I'm getting so sick of these lazy little bastards. Maybe I should just really start doing the belts for them. How much we got now? 166. It's not a lot. That's like 40 spaces with it's 40 spaces with a four-way belt, and we are going to want thousands upon thousands upon thousands of blue belt as we upgrade all of these guys, because we're just going to be throwing them absolutely everywhere. Eventually, this entire bus, every single belt is going to be upgraded to blue, and then eventually in the future, purple, probably. Where purple is the highest, you got blue, and then above that is green, and then above that is purple, and we're just going to skip green. I think it'll be like red. We'll use it in certain circumstances where we really need to get above blue, but the difference between blue and green shouldn't be that high, whereas the difference between yellow and red is quite significant. It's like double, but with blue and then green, it's only like 33% higher or something like that. So it's not necessarily going to be killing us to just stay at blue. Blue is definitely fine for most things. Okay. Grab it. Inventory full. Why are we always stuck with so much wood? Always stuck with so much wood. Actually, how's this guy? This guy's full. Alright. At least this is slightly better than being in a vanilla game where wood has absolutely no value whatsoever. You guys, I'm not working on rails. You can do that, you can put that, you can put that. Later on, we'll make this into a storage chest, and then whenever stuff needs it, it'll pull it out of there first, so that'll be fine. Go over there. Go over there. How much is that? That's a lot. We do not need that many. That's enough. That is definitely enough. Okay, so this is basically going to double our iron smelting, which is awesome. And yes, then we should start getting blue belt in. And once we've got a few major bus sections upgraded to blue belts. Iron, definitely a big one, but probably the electronic components as well, stuff like that, and then upgrade the actual backbone that's producing them to match the blue belts. I feel like then we can start moving on to other things that are like yellow science, like really, really moving on to yellow science. I think will be a big thing then. You need to get there. Okay, so we're going to need some more lines. Yeah, let's get some more lines. So come on over, Mr. Iron. Okay. Try and keep it on the same side as well. And really, what did I just unpower? Oh, this is lumber, isn't it? Okay. Let's just get rid of all of these guys. Really do not want these little power poles. Yeah, eventually they'll all die, but for now, let's just get rid of these ones. It really does take a long time without reliable bots that you can actually use to delete stuff. Okay. And I don't know why, but it seems like I'm getting slower as I play this game. Longer and longer, it just seems like I'm getting slower and slower. And it's just because I'm probably zoomed out a lot more, so I'm really seeing a lot more. I'm doing a lot more on a wider scale, and that's why the speed is starting to hit me. Unfortunately, legs take up a fairly decent amount of power, and for power armor that can't even manage to power anything, really, it's just not that good. Wow, so this guy's really pushing a lot of iron in, so these guys haven't been running. They're sort of running. Wait, oh, that's right. You guys ran out. So we're going to make this 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not going to work, is it? Need to move them over. We'll move them over a couple, actually. Because you've got to remember, we want to automatically make sure we mine out this entire thing and do it properly. So you, that's, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a decent amount. Okay. And mall. Where's me mall? Where is me mall? Let's take 100. Why not? We can definitely use them. Okay, so this guy goes on this side, and he beautifully matches up with the ones on the right in terms of ore coverage. So we need that guy up there to cover that guy up there to cover that. And now I am happy that we are covering all of the ore on this side. And we'll just shove all of this into this factory. I don't see why we wouldn't. It seems like a good idea. And let's get a couple more of these guys funneling out. I really, really like this idea of just funneling everything for a warehouse and just spitting it out on 4 different lines, because it's like just a beautiful balancer everywhere you go. It's absolutely phenomenal. So yes, we're definitely going to be doing this in a lot more places. I just cut you off, didn't I? Cut you off. Let's pull that back there. Oh, these little yellow poles are always the death of me mid to late game, because they're always just like, I hate you so much. Okay, and then we got this other line as well. Moving along, moving along, moving along. And this one is going to be for our 4th little guy. And you know what? No, let's put it up like that. 2. Well, coal should always get out of the way for the iron. That's just the way it has to be. Okay. So now we got iron, and we got coal, and This guy is sort of working. I think he just started getting these things in there, but he's looking good. He is looking very good. We still want balances here. No, actually we don't, because they're going straight into a warehouse, aren't they? They're going into a warehouse long term, so we really don't need balances anymore. So let's just get rid of them. Not that we really need to hold on to our yellow splitters or yellow belts and save them for anything, but let's just get rid of them. Okay. Alright, so that's that one. And there goes my night vision. That's right, we can see pretty well in the dark. Am I going to get this belt completely straight all the way through in the middle of the night with no night vision? It looks like I am. Beautiful. The little gap we got from taking out the balancer. And now we got this guy coming on through, and now we got this guy coming on through. 2 full belts coming in. So that'll stop this guy from slowly draining. Yes, slowly draining, but these guys will come in, and then it will be beautiful. And then it's not going to instantly drain once we start moving these over to blue belts, which I'm sure would otherwise have happened. So draining, draining, beefing back up, beefing back up. Come on, where's our next belt coming? Almost coming. I want to see this guy shoot up. Just boom, tons of items coming into it. Oh, come on. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. This belt is so slow. What do we do about slow belts? Who knows? There we go. Now we're seeing some definite growth in here. 50, 60, 70, 80. All right, so that's going to be fine. And then, of course, we need to upgrade these as soon as possible. So what are we looking at here? 265. We'll take them. We'll take these. And we'll take these. Now, let's build this. So we want to upgrade yellow belts and we want to upgrade red belts. Both of them get upgraded to blue belts. And then we want yellow and red both upgraded to blue. And then we want yellow and red, both of them upgraded to blue. Save changes. Now, if we had robots, we could do some interesting stuff. What you can do with the upgrade planner is you can drag and it just does it, or you can shift drag and it'll actually destroy them, and then the bots will go out and fix them. Now we could shift drag and then wait for the bots to actually come out here, but I just realized when you shift drag, you actually it actually does a destruction marker, so the bots don't go out and then upgrade it, they go out and destroy it and then replace it. So that kind of sucks, because I was thinking we would just upgrade plan the entire thing, have a logistics network, and then the bots come out and just slowly upgrade it over time. But then, of course, everything gets marked for destruction. The bots have to pick up all the items off the belt, and that's just bad. That is just bad. So let's go ahead and start upgrading. Oh, that's what we need to do as well. So Mr. Yellow Loader gets upgraded to blue. And I think we are just going to go hardcore here. We're just going to upgrade everything to blue. Just make it happen. Just over a period of time. So that means we will need, not a lot, but we will get 4 of these guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. So let's go ahead, upgrade these. We'll just start moving across and we'll see how far we get. And I'd like to get as far as, obviously, the blue belt assembly. That would be nice. No, we're already out. How far did we get? Not very far. We're like a third or a quarter of the way. We could do 1 belt at a time, maybe, but that's just shit. So we're not doing that. We want to do the whole lot. It will slowly help as we get further, though, because we're just getting more out on the stuff. So basically, now that we've upgraded all these to blue, the iron usage on this thing will not drain out at all the amount used by the blue belt assembly. This guy is not taking away from the amount that the blue belts would otherwise be using. So, because you still got a full blue belt, and then when it goes down to yellow, these are completely full. So it doesn't matter how much gets drained off beforehand. So yeah, so we are helping slowly, but we're not really getting up to anything that's really doing a massive amount of actual iron shortage. And ironically, you don't really see anything that does a massive amount of iron shortage before the iron thing. So if you go over here, we need 482 blue belts to do that. And I feel like that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we've got our iron coming in hot. We've got a ton of this stuff coming in. Happy with that. This guy is beautiful. He's pumping out. All we need is the belts now. That's all we need. And it's just a matter of waiting. And what we can do, and this is kind of cheeky, but we could do this. Now, that is going to result in this guy being given all the iron that it otherwise would not have been. Because of the way these shelve off, it's not going to get a full belt here because this is going half-half, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't really like this, but on the other hand, the only other way to do it is to go like this. And that's just ugly, and it's kind of putting unfair imbalances on the system, like saying this is more important than this, and kind of jerking things around a bit. So I just don't like it because it's not pure and fair, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's not as good as it could be. So anyway, what I think we should do actually is, at a temporary measure, we might try and upgrade this little section right here. So upgrade this little section and that little section. And what we can do here is, upgrade. This is purely temporary, all this crap that I'm doing right now. Absolutely 100% purely temporary. So alrighty. So now you're going through there. And then this one is being fed by you guys. And then what we do is we send that like that, get a bunch more. And then there we go. So we got 2 yellows falling in there, 2 yellows falling in there. And these guys are pretty much going to be going full trot. Well, they're still only dealing with a yellow here, and that's not quite enough, but it's decent. All 3 of these guys are either yellow or green, or 9 of them, sorry. And now we've got this guy running quite well. We're going to turn this off as well. We got 8 of them so far, and we don't really need a lot of them because our main aim right now is to get blue belts all the way down to this setup here. That's all we want, and that is what we're going to be aiming for. So all we really want, we're going to turn this off as well, is absolutely these guys. That's all we want to be running, is this express transport belt. And at some point, once we get the blue belts up here, we're going to switch this back over to normal operation. We'll fix up this bus. Yeah, and do that. So while that's running, I'm going to go back over. I'm going to run my skimpy little legs over, and we are going to fix up tin, because this has been shit for way too long. And it's probably why these circuits are so bad as well, because of tin. So let's go here. Let's grab these. Let's do a bit more of an upgrade. There we go. A bit more. Haven't got enough. That pushed it a little bit further though. So now the focus is going to be tin. I don't think we need to have a separate smelting setup for tin yet. It's a problem of ore. As you can see, we've just got no ore coming in right at the moment. Although in the future, smelting upgrade for tin may not be a bad idea. So 22. Let's upgrade. No bots. No bots. Do not build that stuff. We do not wish to build that stuff. Let's go ahead and remove this. And remove this. And then shift click that so the poles don't get deleted. Because we don't want to delete those. I'll do the same thing over here, same thing over there, and shift click the bowls. Done. Look at that. Tin is crap and lead is even worse. Oh, Bob. Bobbity, bobbity, bob, bob, bob. Yeah, we're completely out of lead. That's going to be another thing that we need to look at very, 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 very soon. So, we still got all of those mining drills. 2, 3, 4. Ah, get in there. Upgrade all the poles. You get a proper pole. And then we're going to do this. And we're going to put them one space away. And we're going to start them all the way down here. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this guy goes out like that. Yeah. I'm starting to just fall in love with this way of doing things with warehouses. So we're just going to keep doing that everywhere because it's just so awesome. Really, really is so awesome. 1, 2, 3. Oh, did our upgrade planner actually make these blue? No. It would have, but it didn't. It did make this thing blue though, so we're going to revert that. Because we do not want that guy. We do not want to be putting blue belt down here because that is just an absolute waste. In fact, we don't even need that anymore because warehouse is awesome. Dum, dum. Okay. Shift that over there. Do we need that? No, it seems to be powering okay. You guys are full, you guys are dead. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to cover this entire tin mine. We're going to push it all into here. And this guy is filling up, which is awesome. We got a full yellow belt coming out, which is also awesome. And we're going to go back over there and we're going to upgrade all of those smelters. And then we're at the 27-minute mark, so what we might do is we'll start fresh next episode with fixing lead. And then hopefully by the time we fix lead, we'll have enough blue belt in stock to go over and push the iron bus all the way out to our blue belt production. And then we can really, really start to see the feathers fly. Alrighty. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very, very much for watching. Let's just double check over there that the tin's flowing. Looking good. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Stay tuned.